What's good, everybody? If you're joining in the stream or you're coming into the stream, we're doing a little late night stream. We're probably gonna have some reactions, chilling, watching the games, or maybe playing a game. I don't know, but yeah, we're just kicking it late night. Probably tune into uh, I don't know, some type of video. But yeah, we are finna go live. Yeah, shout out everybody in the chat. Let me make sure I'm up and running good. We are on our way to one sub. So I would really appreciate that if we could get one sub in here. That would mean a lot. Yo, 61 followers, bro. Insane. Gotta change the title too. 61 out of 100, guys. I know it says 75, but for just a better number, we'll say 61. Let me make sure it's right, guys. Let me make sure my title updated. Hey, yes, sir. And it did. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna get into a reaction video first. I do have a Tommy G video lined up. Goddamn. I do have a Tommy G video for you guys lined up. If you guys care to. Sorry, I was moving some space making some space beneath me on my desk. But yeah, we will be watching a Tommy G video to start. Yeah, I ain't got much more else to say. Follow me, my socials right there. But yeah, let's get into this, guys. The video is investigating Flock, America's mass surveillance company. And if you guys don't already know what that is in reference to Flock cameras. Let me do a quick search for you guys. Sorry, my computer's been slow recently. So Flock cameras primarily manufactured by Flock Safety are fixed automatic license plate readers used by law enforcement. They capture vehicle details such as license plate, makes, models, and distinguishing features like bumper sticker or rags. How they work, identification, data retention. Like, come on, y'all believe that? They're not deleting that. They're not deleting that after 30 days. They're holding on to that shit. They say automatically, but I feel like they probably just say that to make it seem better. But yeah, guys, join up. Shout out the 3 viewers in chat. Hey, I'm responding in chat all day, so tap in. All right, let's get into this video. Investigating Flock, America's mass surveillance company.
It's a complex problem that requires so many people to work together to solve. And at Flock, it's our mission to eliminate it.
A former Milwaukee police officer pled guilty to using the Flock camera system. Police say he used it to track a romantic partner and friend. Hey there,
That is nuts right there. Bro was using it to spy on his little yeah. I'm gonna put this in what should I put this in? 1.5? I mean, I'll put it in 1.25 just to see how it goes. Sheesh. My bad, guys.
Sir, you're under surveillance. What are you doing running around the street? None of your business except for I'm surveilling you right now. Are you with Flock?
No, there's a construction job. I went to see yesterday.
99% match.
Yeah, investigating Flock safety. Flocks are crazy, low key. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Ben Jordan, a researcher and journalist. As of today, Flock Safety has installed over 100,000 cameras all over America, so chances are Flock is in your city even if you don't know it. And today, we are teaming up to
No, for real.
That's right. Today, we're going to spy on Flock and how they like being under surveillance. If you go to
How
Google,
do I sound, guys? How does it sound, guys?
headquarters will lead you to an empty building. The actual address is kept private. And today we even reveal their secret drone operation, and we get boxed in by police. We're going to cover the biggest red flags.
Bro, they got the drone. How's it sound, guys? Sound good?
In this episode, we'll cover the arguments for flock and also
Sound good? Sound check.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant
Oh, do I need to?
universe where you can do whatever you want.
Alright, bro. Someone should let me know so I can turn it up.
Folks, we're here in Atlanta, Georgia on a surveillance mission. We are
Let's
headed
see.
to Flock Safety, the headquarters. You probably see cameras from Flock in your city. How are we getting that? Well, from city council approval.
My
I
bad.
know what the will of the people is.
Alright,
We
how
don't
does
want
that
Flock
sound now,
in our
guys?
city. Because I do agree this is a complex issue with good points on either side. What is the slippery slope of what we're willing to allow?
Alright,
Under
bad.
the selling point of safety, which is
It's
of course
probably
how we
better.
always make things more tight and tyrannical. So we're gonna infiltrate, find our way in. I'll see you guys on the ground. So what we're finding here is it appears to be a nondescript building, which I think is kind of
But yeah,
funny.
my
We
volume sound
surveil
good now.
people, but we also want our own privacy. Kind of a contradiction in my
I
book.
bet
But
you can hear
so
me
we're gonna throw a
good
drone
over
up,
there.
do our own little reconnaissance, and then we'll move.
Shout
over
out
to
to
target
3
and
viewers
get
in
the
chat.
license plate.
Appreciate you guys. It's late night. Appreciate you guys.
To understand this company's attitude towards
Drop
being
a follow.
watched. We
Drop
were
a
also
follow
gonna
if you're
film Flock
new.
employee license plates so I could bring this footage to Ben, run it through an algorithm, and understand how invasive this data gathering can be. But what
Drop a
we found
follow.
is this
Shout out
multi-billion-dollar
to 3
company
viewers
was
in
not so
chat.
easy to find. Miguel had a good point, which was, like, if your son got kidnapped, like, wouldn't you want Flock cameras around so that you could track that car very quickly? And the answer is yes. Where a lot of people get nervous is when you see places like China with a social credit score, and you know they want to bring that to America. It's the scope creep of where safety and security lead to. So there's just a lot of implications of once you allow these cameras, because on surface level it's like, yeah, put the Flock cameras where all the shooters are, and let's clean up our cities. But where do you draw the line? And you know that the people in power never want that line to be in our favor. To cover how Flock cameras have the
Facts.
potential to be abused, I have to look no further than
That
my
is
city of
facts,
Milwaukee,
man.
where police officer Josue Ayala obsessively used Flock 180 times over a 2-month span to
Dude,
stop
100. Oh my god. That is fucking nuts. 180 times, my nigga. Good God, bro.
his ex-girlfriend. And in McHenry County, Illinois, where I grew up, the same story played out where a police chief used Flock to creep on 3 separate exes and was later charged with multiple felonies. And there are countless stories like this. For example, earlier this year in Florida, a sheriff who was working a side security job for a film set started hitting on an actress and repeatedly approached her even after she told him that she had a boyfriend. Other extras on the set noticed this and intervened, so he
Like,
used the
bro,
police database
using
to
it
find her vehicle's
way-
information and added it to
yo.
the hot list so he would be notified every single time that she passed a Flock camera.
Using his fucking badge to fucking creep on bitches, bro. Weird. And these are the people that we're supposed to trust with our everyday.
In Florida, a sheriff who was working a side security job for a film set started hitting on an actress and repeatedly approached her even after she told him that she had a boyfriend.
Tripping,
Other
bro.
extras on the set noticed this and intervened, so he used the police database to find her vehicle's information and added it to the hot list so he would be notified every single time that she passed a Flock camera. He then followed her for miles and then pulled her over, telling her that he had hoped her boyfriend was with her so he could give him a hard time. He then allegedly used the police department's investigative tools to find her on
Yo, someone get this weird ass nigga, bro. He chased her for miles. Well, after he had already tried to hit on her, and she was like, nah, I'm not feeling that, bro. Not going for that. And then he gonna chase her for miles and use all that Flock camera and use his police shit to get a better, like, bro.
Instagram and continue stalking her there.
My
Folks,
bad,
this
y'all.
makes
I
me
won't
think of the
pause
famous
as much.
Kanye West line. And let's be real, this is not a police problem. To me, this is just people not being
So
able
it
to
turned
handle
into I'm
this level
Dante
of
with the
power.
pauses.
It's easy to say all cops are bastards when you hear stories like this, but let's be honest. Could you be trusted with this power? Think of a time in your life
H2O,
when you maybe
drink
thought that you
water.
were being cheated on by your partner. Do you think you'd be strong enough to resist being able to confirm if it were true? There's a very good reason that the Fourth Amendment exists, and there's a reason that up until these cameras started popping up everywhere, a cop needed to explain to an elected judge why they
Get in
needed a warrant
chat,
to
get in
use the power
chat,
to track
guys. Let's
someone.
get active. Need people in the chat.
Sure, here's no company logo on their building.
No,
No branding.
no branding.
It seems like they're trying to be relatively incognito and private, which
Drop
I
a
also
follow if
enjoy.
you guys are
We were
new.
initially trying to just get their employees' license plates on camera. I was almost picturing a corporate headquarters.
Drop a
driving
follow
through
if
the
you guys
parking
are
lot.
new.
But
Here, let me
because it's gonna be a
unpin
mixture,
that
it's
because
just
that's
to
old mess.
surveil everyone for safety, which is, I mean, just for safety, guys. We put in Flock interview requests, and we'd love to talk to their people. Garrett, we want to talk to you. We think you have some good points, and we want to hear how you navigate some of these privacy concerns. We've already seen some examples of this technology going wrong. There's cases of wrongful police encounters and arrests.
The first thing you'll see when you go to Flock's website is the words clear evidence and safer communities. But let's talk about times where the evidence
Hey,
wasn't
drop a
clear and it didn't make
follow,
people
drop
safe.
a follow.
Look no further than
Only that for
California, where a
30
man spent
minutes.
almost a month in jail after he was mistakenly tied to a carjacking, even though he was 5 miles away. Or this man in the Carolinas who was held at gunpoint after an incorrect Flock hit falsely labeled his car stolen. Or this woman who at her own house,
Did it
police
pin her?
harassed
Oh,
him
yeah,
accused
it
of being a thief, even though she was innocent. And the list goes on.
Folks, this is something you're going to pay for on both sides. You'll pay on the front end when your city council votes against your wishes to install these cameras all over your city. And you'll pay for it on the back end when officers are using clear evidence to brutalize somebody and you, the taxpayer, for some reason has to pay a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, not the police. And so it seems to me this is a very expensive problem that almost none of us want.
It's not like we get together and vote and say, we want this, we own this decision, we feel good about it. It's a few members of city council that approve it and put it in, just like the data centers.
Check.
And it's like,
Hey,
we'll
tap
see
in,
what they
guys.
do.
Hey,
I'm
shout out
gonna
to
put
3
a poll
viewers
on
in the
my
chat.
YouTube
Say
page.
hi.
Let's
Say
see what
hi.
the poll is.
Say hi,
So just
guys.
27 minutes in, we have
Say what's
1,100
up.
votes,
Holler at me.
94%.
Say something in
And
the
don't
chat.
forget,
I'm reading
vice presidents
chat.
of such companies were caught logging the live feeds of girls' preschools and gymnastics classes for hours. We're gonna have to look into that.
Yeah. My nigga, what?
7 minutes in, we have 1,100 votes, 94% no. And don't forget, vice presidents of such companies were caught logging the live feeds of girls' preschools and gymnastics classes for
Dude,
hours.
and these
We're
niggas
gonna
on
look into that.
Flock's
Flock.
website claims that nobody from Flock Safety is accessing or monitoring your footage. However, through open records requests, I found out that they looked at our cameras over 1,000 times.
This is Jason, a concerned dad and whistleblower out of Dunwoody, Georgia, who exposed a story about an alleged Flock sales demo that apparently involved Flock employees and police monitoring children playing within a Jewish community center.
This includes a Flock vice president looking at a private third-party security camera in the little girl's gymnastics room at my son's daycare. Flock claims that this was for a sales demo agreement that my city says doesn't exist, and the people who did those camera viewings are now deleted permanently from the Flock system with no record of it happening.
Let me get back here. Folks, that's right. People could be watching your kids play, and you as a taxpayer have
Here
to
we go
feel
with the
a
ad.
ridiculous
Sorry,
bill to
guys.
know. Shouldn't that be the most
that.
transparent thing ever, especially if we are paying for it?
Flock's argument
Oh,
to that is,
okay.
they were showing off the
Actually, it wasn't hitting the ad. I thought the
Folks,
way he
that's
was
right.
talking, he
People
was
could be watching
getting
your
ready
kids
for ad.
play, and you as a taxpayer have to
Hey,
foot a
guys, say what's
ridiculous
up in
bill
the
to know.
chat.
Shouldn't that be the most transparent thing ever, especially if we are paying
Say
for
what's
it?
up in the
Flock's argument
chat.
to that is, they were showing off the camera as a demonstration for another client. It's like if I owned a company and I
Say
wanted to
what's
hire
up in
a
the
surveillance
chat.
camera company to install cameras around, and they said, all right, check this out. And they open up their laptop
Say
and they
what's
log
up
into
in the
children
chat,
at a
guys.
gymnastics center. Like I would either shoot them or call the police. I'm not sure what I would do, but I would have a very, very visceral
Yeah,
reaction to it
facts.
because
I would
it's
have to kill
tough.
them.
They're not even listed in the offices. Not listed in the specialty. Okay, so let's just try and see if we can get in and find our way in.
This is you. Wait, no. This
Alright, guys,
is you.
my bad.
And you.
My bad for the ad. My bad for the ad. But since we're on the ad, let me just go ahead and take the time to tell y'all to drop a follow on the Twitch if you don't already, and follow my TikTok too, 'cause I'll be streaming on both. Chilling gaming, follow me. Does anyone know how to add text on the live? Text poll, nah. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying to. How do I? I'm finna see. This is practice, but I need to. Yo, let me know. Does anyone in chat? Someone in chat, hopefully. Someone in chat, let me know. Does anyone in chat know how I can add text to my TikTok live? Oh, that's all I had to do the whole time. Let me see here. I don't know, bro. Here, I'm just gonna look it up. How to add text to TikTok live. Tap the pin, select stickers. What this? Enhance. That is not what I'm trying to do, bro. We do not need that shit. Tap the pin. Shit, the cart. What does that mean, bro? What does that mean? What does that Is that in settings? I don't know. On phone. Using the green screen trick or pin code. Create a blank image with your text using your phone's editor. Instagram. Oh, I see. So really, I just gotta make this bit at this point. Sorry chat. We'll get back to the video. I didn't mean to pause it this long. Let me think what's a good app to make this on. I'm low-key just gonna have. Alright. I'm just low-key gonna make it. I'll just make that the green screen and then just go about it that way. Alright guys, sorry. I was hooking up my TikTok live. Well, and Twitch. I don't know, and everything. Okay, I got an idea. Might be able to do something here. I'm gonna make it a snap sticker. We're gonna make it a snap sticker. Hey, we're gonna make that a sticker. And then we're gonna take just a blank picture. Make sure it's black. There we go. And then I'm gonna use that sticker that I just made and put that on the screen like that, like such. I probably can't see that. But yeah, drop a follow if you're new, guys. Late night stream. Bet, and then I'm gonna say follow me on the purple app. And then no, I'll just say that. Follow me on the purple app. Because I guess they be weird when you be saying I guess like Twitch or mentions of it. But made an edit. Just said follow me on the purple app. Bet. Just wanna do that. And then let me go back over here. And then let me do settings. There's a green screen method. Anyway, I'm gonna go live, fuck it. And then I'm just gonna make the pin background. Oh yeah, bet. Need that. Bet. Oh shit. But yeah, now we finna be live with it. Follow me on the purple app, Huddymo type shit. Hold on, let me fix my chat. How do I type in the chat? Goddamn. Unknown user. Shout out unknown user. How do I do oh, that's what it was talking about. Oh, I didn't even need to do that then. Get my stupid eye. Get my goofy eye. And then I can just do it this way. Yeah, I'm just gonna say follow me on Follow me on Purple app. On the Purple app. Nah, hold up. I can't host right now. Dude, hold on. All these people trying to. Like, damn. I'm gonna say live at Huddymo. Bet. Bet. Let's get the people in the live. Damn. Oh, and the video been playing, chat. Well, shit. Alright, I'm just gonna leave that. Alright, I don't know what happened. Alright, yeah, let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video, guys. Let me comment real quick. Live on. Hey, come join the stream, guys. Come join the stream on the Purple app. Come join the stream, guys. Double tap. Alright, let me go back to the video. I don't know where we left off, guys. Alright, chat, we back in here. Bring all my chats back in here. We mad lit. We lit now. Alright, I know it wasn't this far. Okay, yeah. This is where we last picked up.
Permanently from the flock system with no record of it happening.
We reacting. We on a reaction video right now. I'm live on stream on the Purple app. Double tap, guys. Double tap.
Especially if we are paying for it.
Flock's argument to that is,
Double tap the
showing
screen,
off
guys.
the camera as a demonstration for another client. It's like if I owned a company and I wanted to hire a surveillance camera company to install cameras around, and they said, all right, check this out. And they open up their laptop, and then they log in to view children in a gymnastics center. Like, I would either shoot them or call the police.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
sure what I'd
that's
do. That would have a
facts.
very visceral reaction.
That's a valid crash
It's
out.
fucked up.
That is very fucked up. That is crazy. Hey, double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen,
Not
guys.
listed as specialty. Okay, so let's just try and see if we can get in and find our way in.
Follow me on the Purple app. Follow me on the
How are
Purple
ya?
app. Huddymo.
Good.
Follow
I'm
me on
looking
the
for some
Purple
help.
app.
I'm trying to find the
Huddymo.
flock safety office for an interview. In flock safety? They moved out? Okay.
Live on the Purple app, guys. Live on the Purple app. Double tap the
Okay.
screen.
How long ago did
Double
they
tap
move?
the screen.
Okay.
They just moved to Buckhead. See 106.
Okay. So it's totally empty right now.
Yeah, there's no people in there. But the security guard can direct you. I mean, if you had an interview with someone, I'm sure.
Okay. They take security very seriously. Let me call Ben Jordan. Hey, so we're downtown, and apparently they just moved out of their location, and they're heading to they're moving their
And they're
office to a place
saying
in
they-
Buckhead.
They said
Do you know
they're
how to track
moving
down their
in.
address?
Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen. Hey, join me. Join up.
So it must have just happened.
Hey, come over to
Let's
check
see,
my
'cause
stream
they're
out.
in their empty shell of an office.
Come check my stream out,
Property
guys. Come
manager's
check my
helping us
stream
out
out,
a little bit,
guys.
so we're just gonna say that we have an interview here.
Come check my stream out,
Let's
guys.
see what they say.
Go follow me. Go follow me. Go
Hey there,
follow
we
me.
got an interview here. I know they just moved.
Go follow me. Go
Mhm.
follow me. Go follow me. Go follow me.
We're the news.
Double tap the screen.
not the
Double tap the screen.
Garrett, ideally,
Double
but
tap the
there's
screen,
another
guys. Double tap the screen.
Gavin, the CEO.
Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen. Yes, sir. I need all my people from TikTok to go mess with me over on the Purple app too. Show love. Show love. We are streaming right now. Show love, guys. Show love. We are on stream right now, guys. We are on stream right, guys. Go check me out. Hey, double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen. Check me out. Check me out. We are live, guys. We are live, guys. Double tap the screen. Come over and check my Twitch. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Twitch. Live on Purple app. Live on Purple app. Live on Purple app. Live on Purple app. Check me out. Check me out. Make sure you guys come check out my stream. Come check out the stream. We're doing a reaction video right now. We're doing a reaction video right now to flock cameras. Tommy G video. Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen.
Let's see, because
Come check out my stream. Come check out my stream.
Property management is helping us out a little bit. So
Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen, guys.
Let's see what they say. Hey there, we got an interview here. I know they just moved.
For Flock?
Mm-hmm.
Who you have an interview with?
We're the news.
You know, so who you have an interview with?
Garrett, ideally, but if there's another representative.
You said Gary? Gary, the CEO?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're trying to get an interview today, yeah.
Yeah, but there's nobody here. At all.
Dang, so they sent us to the wrong spot. How long ago did they move?
Like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, but we don't have everything, so we'll see you guys.
So did y'all talk to anybody to come here today, or y'all just came on?
We just came impromptu, just like the cameras are springing up impromptu around the country, so we just wanted to ask about that.
Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the
Okay, where's the
screen.
spot in Buckhead?
Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen.
For security reasons?
Yeah, look.
Oh, so they care about security a lot, like their own privacy?
I'm live on the purple app. I'm live on the purple app.
Wait, you guys care about security?
I'm live on the purple
Yeah,
app,
we
guys.
also care about our privacy too, so.
I'm live on the
We'll see you
purple
guys at the
app.
next
Double tap
location,
the
okay?
screen. Double tap the screen.
That's the security guard right there.
That's the same guy?
Yeah, that's the security guard, 100%.
Hey sir, we're surveilling you, is that okay?
Double tap. Double tap.
Do you consent to being
Double
surveilled?
tap.
We're just filming you right now. Do you consent to us surveilling you with our cameras? Oh, well, we're doing it for safety. Oh no, he's getting our license plate. What are we gonna do? Sir, we're not having that. You filmed us?
Hey, double
We're
tap
filming
the
you
screen.
double now.
Hey, double tap
Oh,
the
yeah.
screen, guys.
Get him, film him.
Eve on
Did he leave? Yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's fine. Oh, it takes that away when it takes that off. That's kind of ass. Cause it's worth a match. Hold on. I'm trying to live anyway.
Surveil him. Sir, does getting surveilled make you feel?
Bro was chasing him. I'm dead.
Do you consent to being surveilled? We're just filming you right now. Do you consent to us surveilling you with our cameras? Oh, well, we're doing it for safety. Oh no, he's getting our license plate. What are we gonna do? Sir, we're not having that. You filmed us? We're filming you double now. Oh yeah. Get him, film him, surveil him. Sir, does getting surveilled make you feel uncomfortable at all? Can you send my regards to Garrett, please? Sir, are you calling the cops?
Yeah.
He's calling the cops on us. I don't feel safe either. We should call our cops too. Sir, do you feel in danger right now? Why are you calling the cops? You gotta tighten up, man.
So I pulled the records. The Reality Trust bought a building for, essentially did the business of buying a building for Flock.
Hey, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen.
At the Mid-DC, 3284 Northside Parkway.
Okay, we're perfect. We're 11 minutes from there.
Double tap the screen, guys.
Are you guys nervous at all?
Yeah, they definitely know.
So let's scope it. Is it also mixed use residential?
Yeah, these are all residential.
Okay, so what do we got here?
It looks like they've got mostly privacy windows.
If you want to make your voice heard, you can visit people in person. And obviously, we advise you do that peacefully, respectfully, politely.
We are about to reveal Flock's secret new headquarters that they quietly moved to, but first give me 60 seconds to tell you about the sponsor that helps make today's video possible.
Today's video covers privacy. And you should know not only are you probably getting tracked as you drive, and it's almost certain that your personal information has been leaked on the internet.
You see, scamming, fraud, and identity theft is at an all-time high, and much of that is because of 5 big-time...
Alright, we not.
Looking for your leaked 50% off their annual plan.
Shit, while I'm at it. I know you got time to run mine. Hey everybody, make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all follow me, Huddymo, right there. Huddymo on Twitch, Huddymo on Kick, all that, purple app, all that. Let's get back to it. Oh shit, get my dumb out.
That's right. Click my link in the pinned comments or use the link.
Alright, bro.
Thank you to their headquarters to this building right here.
we the
Hey,
people,
double tap,
our
double
voices
tap,
have not
double
been
tap,
heard, it feels
double
like.
tap.
This pressure adds up, and we need to use
Double
it.
tap, guys.
Again,
Double tap,
we are the
guys.
ants,
Double tap,
and ants can
guys.
win against the grasshoppers if we team up properly. They've been here for about 3 weeks now, and I don't see Flock anywhere.
Let me
It
get a
seems
heart
they're
rate
looking
in
for
the
some
chat.
privacy. Good morning. How are you? Oh, we're just here for a meeting. We're going up to beautiful building.
Double tap, double tap.
For an interview at the Flock headquarters. Okay, that's okay. What?
Sorry, is that rolling right now? You can cut that off.
Film?
It's
We're just going up for an interview to the Flock building.
bro's hella pissed about them filming.
For an interview at the
Double tap,
Flock
double tap,
headquarters.
double tap.
Okay, that's okay. What?
He was getting hella pissed. Bro said, no, sir, sir.
We're just going up for an interview to the Flock building.
Can't do anything like that. You don't have no contact or anything like that? No, sir.
You're telling me the Flock people told you to say no? Because they didn't say no to us.
You mind turning it off? I want to ask you a real question. Can you please leave the
We have something.
Can you please leave the building?
Seems like privacy is a top priority here, huh?
Please leave the building. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Well, Flock's new office is here in this building. They don't want people
Double
around
tap,
us,
double tap,
and
double
obviously
tap.
they have their guys at the front keeping us out. He's doing his job. I get it. So far on Instagram, 8,000 votes, 91% no from 1 hour ago. So far on YouTube, 1 hour ago, 3,500 votes, 93% no. I wouldn't even want Flock cameras installed in my arch nemesis neighborhood. What's bad for America is bad for Americans, period.
Folks, I love this country, but let's be real. Who here watching actually trusts the federal government? Not me. A good
Not
case study
me.
we can look at is in Minneapolis, where ICE agents use Flock competitor Vigilant Solutions for the stated mission of tracking illegal immigrants. Over the course of their operation, ICE agents disregarded the rights of citizens so many times that even the Twin Cities police chief acknowledged that ICE personally violated the rights of hundreds of his citizens and even some of his own off-duty officers.
Recently, as the last 2 weeks, we, as law enforcement community, have been receiving endless complaints about civil rights violations.
And folks, I know this firsthand. I have a family member in Minneapolis that got boxed in while trying to make a deposit at the bank for the suspected crime of looking a little tan. And I personally talked to 2 Target employees who are American citizens that got pulled off the job, beaten, detained, and kicked out of an ICE vehicle.
State Representative Michael
Hey,
Howard says
double
he's
tap the
spoken to them
screen,
and they
guys. Double
both
tap
since
the
been
screen,
released.
guys. Double tap the screen. What a dub, what a dub. Let's go, let's go.
It's not our job title. It's a mindset.
Good job, guys.
Base 44. We're done. Done waiting.
And folks, the point is this.
Hey,
It's
shout
not a
out
debate about
A
whether
Money.
you agree with ICE using
Shout
aggressive
out A
methods to
Money.
round up illegal immigrants.
Appreciate
The bigger
it.
picture is knowing that the federal government is able to use any excuse they want, hiding under the guise of public safety, to fiercely crack down on whomever they choose. Today, the target is illegal immigrants. Tomorrow, the target could be you.
The next guy we're going to meet is Ben Jordan. I think he has done the best journalistic work on Flock cameras. Very interesting guy. Excited for you to meet him.
Cool spot, huh?
I'm Ben Jordan. I've been a musician my whole life. I'm a researcher. I have a YouTube channel that usually does science education, some journalism. Recently, the surveillance and privacy stuff has kind of blown up, and I've
Bro
been
left my
at the
life.
center of it. So.
That's cool.
What do you make of Flock safety?
I view it a little bit less nefariously than some people do. Like, I think it's just people wanting to make a lot of money. It's Mark Andreessen, who he's the person who has invested the most money in Flock safety.
Mark Andreessen, whose venture capital firm
Boy,
Andreessen
he got
Horowitz is
that
Flock's
cone
biggest
head.
institutional investor, was just appointed by the Pentagon
Boy,
to
got
their
that. Hey,
defense
double
policy
tap the
board.
screen,
So
double
for the
tap
people
the screen.
wondering about
Appreciate
Flock's
it,
proximity
appreciate
to federal power, their eyebrows can only raise after news like this.
Mark Andreessen has been involved in the Cambridge Analytica scandal. He's been fined. I mean, like, he has this long laundry list of privacy violations and making money off of people's data. And then I see the rest of it just like your standard move fast and break things tech company. They're just trying to grow as fast as they can so they can reach an IPO. When it comes to like security vulnerabilities, when it comes to legal vulnerabilities, I believe that they're just trying to kick that can down the road until they launch an IPO, and then it could be deducted from people's 401k when they have to pay the fines on it, or when they have to take down 100,000 cameras because of security vulnerabilities.
Would you argue that Flock cameras do make cities safer?
No, but I also wouldn't argue that they don't. My only argument that they wouldn't make cities safer is because you're taking money from things like community policing
Hey, double
and
tap the
putting
screen,
them
guys.
into
Double
a
tap the
third-party tech
screen.
company and paying $200,000
Yeah.
for a drone that costs $15,000.
To understand how law enforcement actually views
Then we're
Flock, we
not
spoke to
getting on
3
that.
different perspectives. An
Hey,
Indiana
double tap the
police
screen,
chief, a
guys. Double
Wisconsin
tap the
sheriff,
screen,
and a
guys.
veteran
Show some
officer
love.
in
Show
Georgia.
some love.
Currently, we have 850 cameras in our city, and what it's utilized for is to monitor business districts, residential areas, hotspots, and our city parks.
To have 850 cameras running in this town, 26,000, what is the annual budget to keep that going?
Well, they last pretty long, don't get me wrong, but when it's time to replace them is when it gets expensive. Right now, my budget For technology as a whole, I probably spend just close to $600,000 a year. That would be the equivalent of 6 officer salaries. But the job that it's doing is doing the job of probably 15, 20 officers.
Could you say without a doubt this technology makes your city safer?
Without a doubt, it makes it safer. I wouldn't know what to do about it.
So working with Flock, what was your experience like with them?
Our experience working with Flock.
Hey,
has been
double tap the
fantastic. We
live,
use
guys.
them
Double
to,
tap the live.
really
Hammy,
help
what's
and
up?
provide
Nick,
us
what's
a
up?
lot of coverage in the rural parts
What's
of Dade
up?
County.
Chloe,
We
what's
are
up?
responsible for about 1,000 square
Caden,
miles
what's
of patrol
up? What's the
area, including
word?
41 square miles of waterways here in Dade
Amy,
County.
what's
out of the
up?
1,200.
Double
So
tap
we
the
use
screen, guys. Double
technology
tap the
was
screen.
fantastic because
Double
it
tap,
allowed
double
us to
tap.
be
Join up,
places
join
that we
up.
couldn't be. So
Join
overall,
up,
helped us
guys.
solve
Join up.
numerous crimes, including
Live on the
homicides,
purple, right
but
there.
also
Join
they
up,
helped us
guys.
find individuals that were
Join
missing.
up,
So it played a
guys.
significant role in allowing us
Share
to
the
keep
live,
and
share the
maintain
live.
peace in the rural parts of our community, which is
Come on,
typically very
guys.
different
Share the
than
live,
urban
share the
parts
live.
of
Double
the
tap the
county.
screen,
We
double
did
tap the
not
screen,
gather
double tap
any
the
sort
screen,
of
double
driver
tap the screen.
information, race, gender, or anything
Hey,
to that
live on the
extent.
purple.
Like, let's say if you have a missing person,
Live on the
and they're
purple.
like an elderly person with
Come on.
dementia and they're in danger of dying.
Somebody
because
gotta
they're
come over
dehydrated
from
or
here.
driving around not knowing that they're fucking dehydrated.
Somebody
They can
has
help
to
with
come
stuff
over
like
here.
that. Or if someone kidnaps a child.
So what are we looking at here?
This is just one of the flock cameras.
Can I ask you how you got your hands on that, or is that classified?
eBay.
eBay?
Yep.
Okay. And tell me what goes through your mind when you look
Bro
at this
said
piece of technology.
eBay.
I
Hey, double
get
tap,
kind of
double
frustrated
tap,
because
double
they're very
tap.
expensive and it costs
Hey.
tax money, and just the fact that it's tracking everyone everywhere you
Check
go.
me out,
regardless of
guys.
if
Check
you're
me
on a
out.
list of, like wanted people.
So you have to be in a funnel for most license plate readers, but for Flock, it's everyone.
Yes, and it's nationally shared across like pretty much every police department.
And another thing to add on to what he was saying is there's something called Flock Nova, which uses something called OSINT, or Open Source Intelligence, which is your Strava bike rides, your searches that are public, your Google, all of your data that's online gets combined with your police record and with your
What's the
social
Friday
security number and with your
mood? What's the
address and all that
Friday
stuff.
mood?
And
Let
then
me up.
with your location,
You trying to
where
get on here?
you've been, as you go from like license plate detection to porn site search
What up,
super
D-Stack?
fast. To me, it's clearly a Fourth Amendment violation.
I noticed that Flock was actually pretty big on privacy. Do you think that's a bit of a hypocritical stance?
Yeah, of course. When initially
What
looking
up?
at the
What
company,
up?
it just randomly, I noticed that the CEO bought his house through a trust so he could hide his address from the public. The new
You said
office
what?
address that I found for you, it's not listed publicly online.
What's up?
When you told me that, I
Hey,
just knew to
follow
look
me
for
on
realty
Twitch.
trusts. So I
Follow
was
me
like,
on
oh, okay, a
Twitch.
realty. They probably got this through a realty trust.
I'm
so they
streaming.
make
I'm
sure
reacting to a
everyone knows
video
where
right
their
now.
office is. You have this $7 billion company, and you don't want people to know where your office is located. Like you're that private. Like I don't have the option to leave my driveway and go to Chick-fil-A without them knowing where I am. But I can
Double
know where
tap the
their office is.
screen, guys.
You have
Share
some
the
cities
live.
where
Share the
crime
live.
is
Hey,
increased after Flock came
check
around,
that
and
out.
some
Follow
cities
me.
where it's
Follow me.
decreased.
Follow me. I want people to
There's
tune
not
in.
been an actual
Check that out. Check that out. Check that out.
peer-reviewed study
Double tap the live,
on
guys.
if
Double tap the
license
live,
plate
guys.
readers are effective or not
Check out the stream.
How accurate are these license plate trackers?
They're pretty accurate.
What do you say to the citizens that say, I don't want this in my city, it's an invasion of privacy, I don't like this?
We're not here to watch you. You do have an expectation of privacy inside your residence. But this is no different than people with Ring cameras and cell phones. Once you step outside your house, that expectation of privacy is gone.
They sort of act like they weren't able to catch criminals before.
I don't.
They didn't have, like, they weren't.
I don't know. I don't really feel that. I can't say I feel that. Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen, guys. How's everybody's morning going? Let's go.
Able to call another police department and say, hey, we have a red sedan being driven by somebody who looks like this with this license plate number, watch out for it, and then be able to find it. Or as if traffic cameras hadn't existed before Flock Safety, or as if ALPRs hadn't existed before Flock Safety. I often want to tell police, like, give yourself a little more credit. Like, don't let this multi-billion-dollar company take credit for your hard work. Like, you're the one solving
Hey,
the crime.
double tap the
I can push
screen,
a button
guys.
on some
Double
of these
tap the
cameras and log into it and delete and change and modify data. They can't be used in court because of that, because nobody can prove that they're secure. I hate surveillance cameras. I don't like them. I just don't like them in general. And I have them all over this property because the cops have showed up here, because we have private investigators. And it sucks that I have to invest in this stuff that I hate so I can at least have my own side of the story in case a cop comes here and says that I assaulted them or something.
Alright, they ruined
Probably
my
because
video.
the CEO of this
Yeah, I'm
company is
not
telling
gonna
people
lie.
that I'm a violent, lawless activist.
And then of
Hey,
course
low-key,
there's
ruin my
organizations
video,
like
guys.
Antifa.
I'm
Whose
not
primary
gonna lie.
motivation is chaos. They are closer to Antifa than they are anything else. And that I think is unfortunate.
Alright, I'm
because
off
we don't want
TikTok.
chaos, or I don't want chaos. I like law and order.
And so it's like the whole thing is just a huge infringement on people's rights. I mean, when I first got my hands on one of these, I was amazed by how shitty they were. It saves data every time it detects motion, and then it has both a Wi-Fi and an LTE radio inside.
Alright, low key, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I gotta run back like the last 5 minutes. I'm not even gonna front. I don't want my sound to be on this. Is it? I don't know.
of that because nobody can prove that they're secure. I hate surveillance cameras.
I'm gonna run it back
Make
from
sure that
right
nobody
here.
knows where their office is. You have this $7 billion company, and you don't want people to know where your office is located. Like you're that private. Like I don't have the option to leave my driveway and go to Chick-fil-A without them knowing where I am, but I can't know where their office is. You have some cities where crime has increased after Flock came around, and you have some cities where it's decreased. There's not been an actual good peer-reviewed study on if license plate readers are effective or not nationwide.
How accurate are these license plate trackers?
They're pretty accurate.
What do you say to the citizens that say, I don't want this in my city, it's an invasion of privacy, I don't like this?
We're not here to watch you.
Like,
You
bro,
do
I
have
don't
an
know,
expectation
because
of
that's not the
privacy inside your
same.
residence.
Because
But this is
a
no
ring
different than
doorbell
cameras
is
and cell phones. Once
at
you
your
step outside
at a
your house,
crib
that expectation of privacy is gone.
in a
They sort of act
neighborhood,
like they weren't able to catch criminals
not
before that.
on
They
a
didn't have,
highway
they weren't
or
able to call
something.
another
You know
police
what I
department
mean?
and say,
Like,
hey, we have a red sedan being driven by somebody who looks like this with this license plate number, watch out for it, and then be able to find it. Or as if traffic cameras hadn't existed before Flock safety. Or as if ALPRs hadn't existed before Flock safety. I often want to tell police, like, give yourself a little more credit. Like, don't let this multi-billion-dollar company take credit for your hard work.
Oh,
Like, you're the
fuck.
one solving the crime. I could push a button on some of these cameras and log into it and delete and change.
how's
and modify
everybody day
data.
going?
They can't be used in court because of that, because nobody can prove that.
Tap
they're
in with the
secure. I hate
chat.
surveillance
We
cameras.
active.
I just don't like them in general.
Yeah, it's
and I have them
early.
all over this property because the cops have showed up here, because we have private investigators. And it sucks that I have to invest
Yeah,
in
I'm
this
not
stuff
on the
that I hate,
TikTok
so I can
stream
at least
right
have
now,
my own
guys. I
side of
had
the
to end
story
it.
in case a cop comes here and says that I assaulted them or something. Probably because the CEO of this
Hey,
company
shout
is
out the
telling
2
people that I'm
viewers in the
violent,
chat.
lawless
Appreciate
activist.
you
And then,
guys.
unfortunately, there's terroristic organizations like DFLOC, whose primary motivation is chaos. They are closer to Antifa than they are anything else. And that, I think, is unfortunate because we don't want chaos, or I don't want chaos. I like law and order.
And so it's like the whole thing is just a huge infringement on people's rights. I mean, when I first got my hands on one of these, I was amazed by how shitty they were. It saves data every time it detects motion, and then it has both the Wi-Fi
Said
and
how
an
shitty they
LTE
were.
radio inside, and then it uploads images and data from that, from what it detects. This costs $3,500 a year.
Each camera that's up is
A year.
$3,500 for this. Yeah, I mean, this is the cheapest one. This is the cheapest one you could have. Yeah. So if you have, like, 10 in your city, that's
$3,500 a year.
and data from that, from what it detects. This costs $3,500 a year.
Each camera that's up is
$3,500 a year, bruh. Oh hell no.
$3,500 for this. Yeah, I mean, this is the cheapest one. This is the cheapest one you could have. Yeah. So if you have like 10 in your city, that's $35,000 a year.
I'm Isaac. I'm just a student, and my school pretty much picked up, I think, 48 of these over the course of the last 2 years. I noticed on campus there were a bunch of these little devices with a Flock logo. It turned out that they were microphones. I looked into them, and I found a press release from Flock where they explicitly stated that they were only gunshot detectors, and they would delete anything outside of a gunshot. I think about 2 months after I started looking into it, though, they sent a software update.
Now, what kind of shit is that? Like, bro, they think these are stupid, bro. A gunshot, a microphone that's only a gunshot detection. What? Like, bro, who's making that? I mean,
I looked
clearly
into
these
them, and I
niggas.
found a press release from Flock where they explicitly stated that they were only gunshot detectors and they would delete anything outside of a gunshot. I think about 2 months after I started looking into it, though, they sent a software update over the air. So now all of these microphones that are spread all over my college campus, they are just actively listening for voices now, which
Which to say what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is being, like, a threat or something? Like, I'm gonna shoot this, but, like, something like that? Like, bro. What the fuck? That shit is crazy. Hey, if you guys don't already follow me on my socials, follow me on Twitch, Huddymo. Follow me on Kick, Huddy_Mo. Follow my YouTube, Huddymo. Follow my TikTok, Huddymo. Follow my Instagram _Huddymo. Follow my Twitter _Hudmo. And I think that's about everything. Let's get back to the video. Dude, no way.
uncomfortable, and I'm not particularly happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so.
2 months after I started looking into it, though,
Because,
they
bro, no
sent a
one's
software
trying to
update over
be
the air. So now
overly
all of these microphones that are
heard
spread
by
all over
this
my college
shit.
campus, they are just actively listening for voices now, which is very uncomfortable, and I'm not particularly happy about that.
This is a multi-use parking lot, but there's a high probability that some of these people are Flock employees. We saw people going across the bridge to the office. So we're going to surveil the entire parking lot and run it through a license plate reader technology and see if there's any people we should keep eye.
Oh shit. Yeah, I guess they can't be mad at it because they're doing their whole company, their whole get up is that same shit. So, hey, fairs.
And so what can we use these license plates? Like, can we track people? Can we know where they live?
So there's this Park Mobile, if you're familiar with it, if you've ever used it. Park Mobile had like a massive data
Anyways,
breach.
sorry.
So there's this.
Sorry, I
Park
had to see
Mobile.
that.
going across the bridge to the office. So we're going to surveil the entire parking lot and run it through a license plate reader technology and see if there's any people we should keep eye on. And so what can we use these license plates
Open
to track
LPR dashboard.
So there's this Park Mobile, if you're familiar with it, if you've ever used it. Park Mobile had like a massive data breach, and all the license plates were pinned to everybody's like credit card information. And so you can actually just like take this data, which from this program I made, you can just like download a CSV if you wanted to. You can take this data and then run it past the Park Mobile data breach and see who all these people are, where they live, what their credit card number is.
It feels pretty invasive.
Generally, the reason I even make this one is to show people what a black hat hacker.
Yo, can we get a sub in the chat? Can we get a sub in the chat, please?
So the viewer understands we're going to go about a 2-mile loop from your house.
Yeah, we'll go like maybe 3 miles total. In this one, clearly, you can just walk up to it and press the button if you wanted to. The laws that require that mailbox to be put in concrete, or like that stop sign to have so much, you have to go down in the ground so much, and there's usually concrete or gravel under there. And this thing, they just plop into the ground without paying any attention to the roadside safety.
Okay, so this is the first one close to your house, and now the journey continues. After seeing over a dozen cameras within a short distance from Ben's house, it became clear he couldn't even go get gas or take a shit without being surveilled. After realizing this uncomfortable reality, we next went to uncover Flock's secret drone facility, where we soon discovered something strange.
Yeah, I guess this is the drone facility.
Again, no company logo. This looks like an Amazon distribution center.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure this isn't a construction company that we're at. I'm pretty sure this is a fucking...
Come on.
Yeah, OES equipment. I mean, as far as I know, we're on public property right now, so...
This is the most heavily construction.
Damn, I didn't even notice. I didn't even realize those... When you see niggas going on... Or when you see niggas doing construction, I didn't even realize that they be using those things. Like, yeah, those.
We're surveilling Flock right now.
What the fuck?
How's it going, man? Oh, we just brought our own Flock camera to the situation. Are you a Flock guy? Okay. Wow, you got some cool cameras over here, too. Oh, it's okay. I'm just going to get your license plate if that's all right. You're under surveillance, sir. Sir?
Bro's talking about I'm not a Flock guy.
Oh, yeah, we're just surveilling the scene. Just for safety reasons.
What are you doing running around the street?
None of your business except for I'm surveilling you right now.
It's not very safe to run. There's a lot of trucks that come up and down here. We had a truck come down today who's going quite fast. So this is a dead spot, as you can see, so just be careful.
Thank you. Are you with Flock?
What?
Are you with Flock?
No, there's a construction firm I work with, CSB.
Oh, you're doing the back maneuver.
Bro said no, I work with CSB.
This man, James Boyce, is a former British Army veteran. Are you with Flock?
Oh, fuck no. The moment he hit that number.
And James, are you doing the back maneuver?
Yeah.
Are you with Flock?
No, there's a construction firm I work with, CSB.
Oh, you're doing the back maneuver.
Oh, what the?
I mean, I know he ain't pulled off. Like, that looks funny, but nah, hell no, I'd be tripping. They said no, there's a construction firm, and then immediately backs up.
This man, James Boyce, is a former British Army veteran and a current Flock supply chain manager. Not only did he lie about working for Flock, which I'm guessing is probably normal at this company, but he also implied to Georgia law enforcement that I could have been armed, and we'll soon see if that puts my life in danger.
Said could have been armed.
For a company that doesn't want your secrecy to be preserved. Nondescript building, no signage. We'll track some of these license plates to make sure there's nothing nefarious happening around here. And if they're against that, then they're left-wing activists. I'm trying to talk to Flock.
This is private property, not allowed here. So if that's one of ours, we'll take it back.
No, we got it from eBay.
Oh, okay.
We were trying to talk to Flock guys.
I can't help you there.
Okay, well, you're under surveillance right now. I just hope you know. It's for safety reasons. You're being watched.
They got it off eBay. It's fine, my
this
shit.
entire building is under kind of a front company within Flock. And I would guess a lot of their company is structured like that. It's umbrella companies, LLCs, C Corps that own this, that are connected to that. And it's clever arrangement, and they're well within their right to do that. But again, it speaks to the hypocrisy of the whole story of they want to be private. It appears this entire company is under their construction organization. They have some umbrellas going on, some LLCs, some maneuvering of the corporate structure.
You don't want to be like open with the public. You want privacy.
Because the truth should not be afraid to speak. Anytime there's an element of hiding, it makes you wonder why. And it's a classic example of do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. So there is like a good argument to this. Like if you get a job at Flock Safety for whatever reason, like there's a pretty big chance that you got that job because you worked for a police department or because you worked for a city council, and now you know, you may have some conflict of interest in taking this job. Nobody takes this job without knowing what the company does, without knowing how.
Yeah, exactly. How and.
James called the cops on us, and here's what he said.
Hi, good morning, Mom. I'm
This is your brain when
Yo,
you're struggling to focus.
no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't already follow me, follow my Twitch and Kick, Huddymo, Huddy_Mo. Follow my TikTok, Huddymo. Follow my YouTube, Huddymo. Follow my Twitter, _Hudmo. Follow my Instagram, _HudsonMo. Now let's get back to the video. We'll be watching more videos, guys. I'm trying to gain followers. I keep doing that by accident. I'm trying to gain followers on Twitch. As you guys could see in the title, it says Road to 100. So yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta finish this phone call.
A good argument to this. Like, if you get a job
I went
at
too
Fox,
far.
it takes us.
And here's what he said.
Hi, good morning, Mom. I'm yeah, I'm sorry for calling. We've had some incidences today. I work for a company called Slot Safety, this is our main distribution center, and we've had a string of like YouTubing streamers or stalkers or whatever you want to call it. They've gone to our headquarter office and other facilities, and now they've turned up here. They're trying to either gain access to the site, or we don't want them on site, and they've been driving around the perimeter basically harassing.
I mean, they don't want them.
Here, and
They don't want them on site, but they got one of their cameras shoved up everybody's ass. So, just saying.
So you're in Rocky, okay? Okay. Okay, thank you.
Ooh, they got the Cubs.
Oh, are they blocking the calling now?
Is that a security guy?
I don't know.
Hey, you guys move up so he can get out, okay? Sorry, man, we're getting a little predicament here. We're the guys to talk to.
Are y'all in this car too?
He's just trying to get out of here right now. No.
Have you guys heard of Flock? The Flock Safety Company? Yeah, of course. They're the ones that have the cameras everywhere in your. Yeah. Okay, so this is their undercover headquarters right here with their drones. And we did surveillance on them, so we filmed them and said, "How do you guys like it?"
Damn, he putting them
What do you guys
on.
think about Flock cameras in your city?
Honestly, I don't appreciate those. I'm not gonna lie. I don't appreciate the drones coming into my neighborhood. It's just not a good feeling, honestly, to see those drones flying around everywhere. It's like, it's kind of weird to me. I don't know.
Let me tell you this, because you guys are working hard in a home improvement company. Your tax dollars go to your local city where they spend money on cameras, whether you like it or not. And you're literally paying for the cameras that are watching you as you drive.
Yeah,
around.
3,500.
We have no say so when it comes to that either. You know, they just do that on their own.
Yeah, 3,500 a year, by the way. And it, like you said, if you have 10 of them.
So I feel like it's kind of fucked up, you know.
Any updates so far to what's going on here?
Yeah, we're anxious here.
I mean, can we at least let the people go in and out? Like, this is the thing with public safety. That's the police, in order to make things safe, they're blocking off the entire roadway, so we can't get out, as if we look like a flight risk. And now it's putting the public at risk, where she has to stop her car over here.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's done anything wrong here. Like, you're literally doing journalism. Everybody here just literally came, like, they essentially came with to give me a ride back. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we're not on their property.
Sir, he's got to go. We all have things to do today. He's blockading us.
Okay, now it's something else. Because I ain't got shit to do with this, but now I'm trying to leave. I got out the car because you're blocking. Sir, you don't got to disrespect me right now.
Sir, are we free to leave?
No, I can't leave.
Sir, are we being detained? Is this the only exit?
Yes.
I wanted to see if this absolute numbnuts of an officer from Smyrna Police Department violated my rights, so I ran the scenario by my friend Officer Toombs from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office.
You can tell us to go fly a kite and walk right off.
And if I ask you, hey, am I getting detained, do you have to give me a yes or no answer?
Absolutely.
You guys have done nothing wrong. Actually, we've also done nothing wrong, and yet we're blockaded by a police officer. Are we being detained?
The manager wants to speak.
It's a yes or no question, sir.
You're going to wait here until the manager talks.
You're holding me until that guy talks, but you're not telling me if I'm going to be detained. Yeah, you are. Am I allowed to leave? Can I go in my car and leave? They are with Flock Safety, they just confirmed.
Bro, double down on it after he lied.
Can I go in my car and leave? They are with Flock Safety, they just confirmed. Hey, what's up, bro?
Hi, how you doing, sir?
Good.
Oh, bro didn't want to the
So,
shade.
gentlemen, I just want to be very clear. There's a multi-tenant site here with a lot of people that are just trying to work. I've got yourself and everyone running in the street. I had to spec my brakes on just to stop to make sure you're okay.
Are you safe right now, sir?
Well, I don't know that, do I? So I just want to make sure. We've had reports that you've been to basically every flock safety site and facility that you know of. And
Correct.
Yeah. So
Your surveillance is correct. We're doing our own surveillance.
people don't really feel safe right now with people randomly trying to get into our sites and buildings.
Oh, wait, you don't feel safe being surveilled. Is that what you're saying?
Not at all, sir.
Because that's what you guys do to us without our consent. And I think it's interesting, when you guys have this happen, you call the police and make us get stopped. But then you do it and it's okay?
I mean, I'd like to call the police regard. What we'd like you to do is, basically, we're saying that you're trespassing on this site and we'd like you to leave peacefully.
This guy's blocking us that you called.
Physically leave.
All of us.
This is my office that I work at Midtown Home Improvement.
Are you going to let us
Can
leave?
I not physically leave my place of employment? I'm speaking because I have something to say, sir, and you are blocking me.
What we're asking is, like, you're essentially trespassing on this site at the moment. There's a lot of people that don't know your intent. I don't know if you're armed.
I don't know if you're armed.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, it's the same playing field, bud.
Yeah, facts though for everything.
Is it bothering you to film you guys?
He said, "Don't quit bothering us today."
By trying to go on a lunch break and people running around in the street.
Was it such a disservice to your day that you felt the need to call the police for it?
I think if you have someone hanging around outside your house, you'll probably do the same thing.
This is a business that happens to put cameras around the nation, and some people don't like it, and we want to do our due diligence. By the way, we have put in a request to your press team to actually speak to you face to face and have a fair interview, and we haven't gotten back from that, so we did our own digging ourselves.
Go see those channels.
Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026.
He said, "Don't see those channels." Like, boy, that's why my videos be long, because I'm fucking skipping the ad or letting it play.
After Flock called the police and had us detained, I immediately filed a public records request for the police reports and body cam footage. In Georgia, by law, a city or police department has 3 days to respond to a FOIA request. I didn't even get an acknowledgement response for 10 days. I then followed their instructions confirming the request on their own portal, and a week later they rejected it, claiming that it was canceled due to no response. So I want the citizens of Smyrna, Georgia to understand that if this nonsense continues, then their property taxes will be paying my legal fees and any fines when I sue the city for the records that they're obligated by law to provide me.
Folks, it was important to me to try and get Flock involved in the story. Ben tried reaching out to them about their security flaws.
They're not answering.
Our team, and here's how that conversation went.
When you were there last week, what was your goal? To try to talk to someone at Flock, or just to get B-roll footage, or what was the goal?
Just before we go any further, I guess, is there any potential in doing an interview with Garrett or walking one of the headquarters, whether it's the drone facility?
Well, I want to suss out where you're coming from with this. My question for you is, if this is like a, let me get Garrett in a weird position and ask him a bunch of Ben Jordan-esque questions, I'm not sure that that's a really good use of his time. So I just am curious, are you coming in it through like a fair lens, or are you coming through it, are you coming at this from like a sensationalist YouTuber lens?
I think what people are afraid of is the potential for a mass surveillance state. Once it's in place and the scope keeps creeping, or a national emergency comes in, then all of a sudden the rules change, and something that's we were told came into our communities for one reason is now used for a much more draconian reason. And I think that's the other thing that people would be afraid of.
Logistically, how would this work? Garrett is in Atlanta most of the time. He has like no availability over the next couple of weeks or months. So you can also understand that I'm coming from a position where I have to protect Garrett and Flock.
For sure.
And a lot of people request to do interviews and to look at things, and then the story comes out and it's really shitty. I don't love that you guys trespassed on Friday and that Ben was there as well. I just don't love that. It sends a weird message, because I'm putting faith. If I tell you we're gonna work together, I've never worked with you. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, never worked with you. I'm gonna kind of put my trust in you, and I just know right now that you guys trespassed on our property.
Yeah.
And it felt invasive.
But Momo, does that prove my point of it feels invasive? That's what I'm trying to make exactly.
I understand.
Yeah, no, exactly, because they haven't gotten it. They haven't answered him to that one time.
Taking pictures of public license plates, which is the point of a license plate. I don't believe that what a Flock camera is invasive. I got kind of freaked out at the beginning, which you're like, this is what it's like to feel your privacy.
That's a hot take.
And I'm like, I understand that's how people feel, but that's not what Flock is. And so if you're open to debunking that with me in a fair way,
sure.
I don't want your segment to be like Flock wouldn't participate, because we have nothing to hide.
But folks, Flock did hide, and they sent me an email saying they were not going to participate, and it made me ask, do you guys get the impression that they
We
are
all
a transparent
respectfully
company,
decline
and
it.
do you feel comfortable about them putting cameras?
Nah, Flock weird. They weird as fuck for that, bro. They weird as hell for that. They mad weird for that, I ain't gonna lie. They mad weird for that, I ain't gonna lie. Hella up on nigga shit. We tapping into the streamer you watch party, or like what we got going? Oh shit, that's my stream. Alright, I don't need that. Let me get on. Let me get Pooty, Ronaldo, Stable, Sierra, Spurs. I don't know. These niggas probably sleep. Well, that one. That's that one nigga from Love Island, I think it was, bro. I think. Don't quote me. Damn, these niggas still slump. Nah, this nigga been mad awake the whole time. The suburb baby nigga. Oh, I just clicked the. Damn, I was not trying to.
Yo, Mr. Les, bro, let's go with it. You wanna fucking get.
Man. What about like fucking DDG or something?
Oh, I know what it was. TV. It does that. It does that. After it's been on for so long, it'll do like that and you have to reset it. Okay, I'm trying to see what light is charged, dude.
Like, bro, yeah, cause you niggas stayed up all night. Goddamn. Niggas stayed up all goddamn night. I wonder who live for. Bro, look, yeah, this nigga barely awake, boy. Oh, ain't nobody awake for Streamer University. That boy out of there. That boy out of there, lipping all. Lipping all on the fucking. Oh, DDG not live? Damn. Who was the other nigga? Oh, Funny Mike.
Hey, chat. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Now we go to sleep. I don't want to sleep for more than 3-4 hours, right?
Yeah, talking to himself.
Good night. We're going to sleep on charge. Charge what?
Bro, put that mic on there like it's gonna stay, boy. That shit's cooked. I need like a fucking. I need like a. Damn, so do I change the stream? Nah, it's still too early to start. Like fucking. Alright, we can see what Pooty talking about, but he only got 300 viewers on this shit.
Here's how you can get in on the action.
Oh no.
State Farm themed secret lab Titan Evo chair. All you have to do is play my new game for a chance to win. For complete rules and eligibility requirements, go to statefarm.com/gamerhood.
Who's Walton? I don't really know, bro. Talking about Officer Walton.
I stopped streaming because so I had a PC and I had gone to it with somebody. She got messed up, everywhere. For me, lost it.
This nigga live right now, bro. We know his ass ain't awake, man. Play with Max. It's 6 in the fucking morning. Go wake that ass up. This nigga real life just slumped. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead as hell. Nah, we'll watch a new video. We'll get to that. We'll start a new stream for that shit. We'll start a new stream for that shit. Damn, my shit's on all caps. Caps lock. Show caps lock. Had a Chat, I ain't got nobody in the chat. Where my people's at? I need a raid. Somebody raid me. Someone raid. I wish I had love. Like some of these niggas be getting, bro. Not hating. But some of these niggas be getting mad love. Mad love. Not hating at all. But I'm just saying. Some people be doing less. But ending up with more, so. What y'all trying to watch? Chat, let me know. Someone in chat, let me know. What y'all trying to watch? Anyone got video suggestions? Drop a video suggestion. Drop a video suggestion. What are we trying to watch? What are we trying to watch? Ooh, she went missing at sea. Ooh, shit. Inside, do we watch that? Inside the dark world of. I don't know what we watch. I don't know what we watch. Chud slap. I'm fucking dead. The gambling creators need to stop. Bet we can watch it. We can watch it. Ain't nobody in chat said that.
Even as a passenger.
Yo, fam. Hey, but y'all make sure y'all drop a follow on my fucking shit. Everybody make sure y'all drop a on everything. Make sure y'all drop a follow on everything. Kick, Twitch. Hey, I don't care. Until one of them pays me, I'm streaming on both, bruh. Until one of them pays me, I'm streaming on both. I don't care. Kick, hit my line. Twitch, hit my line. Like, it don't matter. I have more followers on Twitch. My bad. I have more followers on Twitch. But I don't give a fuck. I'm still posting on Kick consistently. I'm still streaming on Kick consistently. So that's why it's Huddymo. Also, Huddy_Mo. But anyways, get back into the video, nigga. Oh my god, I stay doing that shit. Goddamn. Someone take my fucking. Actually, don't, because my shit's trash. Let's see if that works. The swap around. Alright, this video is called The Gambling Creators Need to Stop. So yeah. Here we go. Probably a 1.5x, huh? Cause it's a long video. Or 1.25. Here, let's see. Hold on.
Hey Dad, you're gonna be pretty upset, but I gotta let you know this is going on. I gambled thousands of dollars in a single day, and I lost all of it. This has
We'll
to
do
stop
1.25, chat.
I can't do this on my own.
Eesh.
Hey Dad, you're gonna be pretty upset, but I gotta let you know this is going on. I gambled thousands of dollars in a single day, and I lost all of it. This has to stop immediately. I can't do this on my own.
Mickey Mays does not have a system. He's a liar. But I really believe in my heart he's involved on like the ground level of this game.
What was it that made that obvious to you?
This guy was like throwing his laptop against the wall 3 months ago because he had nothing. 1 in 5 people who have gambling addiction are going to attempt to kill themselves through the course of the addiction. They're 15 times more likely to succeed in those suicide attempts. Is also insane. You're just getting paid now for an addiction later. I love life. I want to live a very long and prosperous life. I have no desire to leave this earth early.
From your preliminary research, what do you think is the reason?
Even my own evidence doesn't necessarily support it. I can't say any of this with actual proof because
Casinos don't need to cheat to win. The math already guarantees that.
Alright, hold on. The gambling creators need to stop. That's the name of the video. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick, chat, and I will be Alright, Chad, I'm back. I'm back. Let's get back into the video. I mean, I know we just started, but let's get into it.
But that has not stopped them from working with massive online influencers to sell regular people on
Don't
the
mind
dream
me, I'm just
of being able to
enjoying
use a casino to hit it big one day.
a little bowl
Today,
of cereal.
we sit down with MK Andy, who reveals the insides of how this gambling influencer industry actually works, as well as talk about his own addiction story and how he had to set up his own intervention with his family. This is our conversation with MK Andy. Let's dive in. Andy, thanks for taking the time to join us. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you guys for having me. Really appreciate you guys reaching out, and I'm super excited to share anything and everything I can with you guys.
100%, man. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of your channel. I found you, I said a week or two ago, and I've been on a binge for a lot of this stuff. So I'm super excited to chat with you about all of it. But I'd love to go back to your story. So what got you into the world of gambling and covering these subjects?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit funny because I hear a lot of people who have gotten out of gambling be like, I'm a gambling addict and I've dealt with all of the things that come along with that label. And it's true, I struggled with a gambling addiction, but I no longer call myself an addict. I feel like I've found a lot of healthy releases. And the reason I don't like that label is because when I was struggling and I was going to Gamblers Anonymous meetings and stuff, not to put any shade to them, but I personally just felt like it wasn't productive to have that label put on me all the time and hear these people's stories of like, I haven't been in a casino for 15 years, but I'm a gambling addict. And it's like, well, I'm so much more than that. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a YouTube editor. Like, I've got all these things in my life that I can associate with, and it doesn't have to be this destructive thing. So right when I turned 18, I started going to the casino. I started playing casino games. I fell in love with blackjack, and my life just kind of slowly got more deeply involved in putting every dollar I could into the casino, trying to make it big, trying to win back losses, trying to...
Hey, facts. Every real nigga hit the casino when they were 18. No bet.
Get to a point where I felt financially comfortable enough that I could maybe stop, or that I could continue feeding this addiction that I had been for so many years. And it got to the point where there was one day I was working,
shout out the
but
viewers
I
in
wasn't
the
feeling
chat.
super
Appreciate
great,
you
so I
guys.
called in sick.
Drop a
and
follow.
instead
Drop a
of
follow.
resting or just hanging out, I gambled
Gift a
thousands
sub.
of dollars in a single day, and I lost all of it. And I was gambling online. I was at a brick and mortar casino, and I got out of the casino after a few hours, whatever it was, recognized the issue that I was like, I had previously already recognized I had a problem, but I was like, this has to stop immediately. I can't do this on my own. I've tried before. So I called my dad. I was like, hey, Dad, you're going to be pretty upset, but I got to let you know this is going on. Called my wife, had like a family intervention that I set up, and laid everything out on the table. I told my family exactly how much debt I had accumulated, told them that I was struggling, and I had my second child was on the way at the time, so I already had my first child born. Second child was on the way. I was like, I can't go down this path. I was super fortunate that my wife was understanding and stuck with me through that initial process. And now it's been 3 years of the best 3 years of my life, getting rid of gambling, completely rewiring my brain to have a much healthier relationship. A lot of people kind of have this assumption that I'm anti-gambling, which I am. I think gambling is not good, but I'm anti-gambling marketing. I think people and adults and responsible people can have relationships with negative things that aren't destructive.
My bad. I will say, that's facts, because that shit is plastered everywhere.
But I just hate the predatory nature of these marketing tactics and the things that these casinos and influencers are doing to bring more people into this world without really showcasing the actual dangers and the actual long-term effects that this has on people, especially the statistics around gambling. I mean, if you really get into the statistics, it is a scary addiction if you don't start getting help or really start taking care of yourself and understand the long-term consequences. casino was right after I turned 18. This has on people. It was like the most stereotypical addiction cycles that you could look at of like, I'm being deceptive with the people that I'm closest to in my life. I'm hiding my finances. I'm constantly stressed about money. Like I literally wouldn't know if I could feed my family or myself or pay my mortgage unless I was taking out loans or maxing out credit cards or whatever it was. So that happened honestly like pretty quickly. Like I turned 18 and I think I self-excluded within the first 2 years of going to the casino because where I live, there is a self-exclusion program kind of for the physical casinos around me. And that wasn't like too terribly effective. I was still able to sneak in and get my games and stuff. And so it progressed until the second time I self-excluded, which was when I called my dad and had that intervention. But that happened maybe 3 or 4 years after my first self-exclusion.
Got it. So what made you feel comfortable, or I guess why, or that it was that bad that you had to involve everyone all at once? Because that's not something I've ever really heard before, where people have made their own intervention.
You know, I'm a guy who believes in divine intervention. Like I truly just my heart.
You know, and I will say, he's actually W Mans for being able to figure that out on his own, or not on his own, but realize that he was so deep that he had to get somebody else, you know.
Heart is on fire for God, and I really believe that that was a turning point that has quite literally led to this moment and all the future moments of being able to talk about this. I just knew that if I only told one person, that there's less accountability there because it's easy to deceive one. It's harder to deceive many, especially when you bring everybody in kind of on the same ground level of like, this is where I'm at, this is how I'm feeling, this is what's going on, and I need this group to hold me accountable and check in on me and help me out. So I think that's like, I can't explain why. It was just something that I knew had to be done.
Makes complete sense. I think the accountability piece is such an important factor in it. And also, yeah, it's really difficult to trick that many people because you can get away, like you said, like 1 or 2 people, even you could probably plan your day around convincing them of something, but your whole family, like, good luck. That's going to be pretty difficult.
My mom, especially, like, if I was going to involve one person, it had to be my mom because she is like, she's Mama Bear. But yeah, my mom, especially, I was scared, but she kept me on track. Just
awesome.
Thinking about what she would do if I went back.
And how was your family's response? I think that's usually people's biggest fears. What will the people I love most say?
Back chat.
How will they see me differently?
Yeah, I think I was really fortunate. Like my mom, I don't want to air like my family's dirty laundry too much, but like my mom had experiences with people in her life having addiction problems. My wife had experiences with people in her family having addiction problems. So it was comforting knowing that the people I was speaking to had some understanding of where I was coming from. They were obviously like disappointed and hurt and shocked, and like the way I presented myself was not that of a degenerate gambling addict, even though that's the life I was living. So I was fortunate that the people in my life didn't walk away. I think that's something that I have a heart for, is the people who are struggling and know that the people in their life, or at least feel that the people in their life aren't ready to accept that they've got this problem. So yeah, they were incredibly supportive. And I think if I could go back and criticize them a little bit, I use that word loosely, but I didn't get enough of that check-in of like, hey, how are you doing? Are you struggling? That I would have wanted, that maybe you would get from like a Gambling Anonymous meeting or something like that. Just people asking how you're doing and what maybe triggers are happening or stressors are happening in your life that are pulling you back in. But they were there. I always knew that I had them, and that first interaction was not negative, so I could go and talk.
I can't watch this whole video. I ain't even gonna lie.
So what would that support have looked like in its ideal state? And would it have been from family, or do you think it would have been someone who understands the problem more? Like, what would have been the best support for you? Do you think, like, looking back?
Sports betting is a scam.
This is gonna lead into like a really cool revelation that I had, but I told my family about all of this, and then I struggled for another 2 years. Like, I banned myself from the casino, and
YouTube's newest scam. How about that? How about that?
Just you building your app.
Chat. YouTube's newest scam. Y'all trying to watch that video? Let me know. Y'all trying to watch that? Let me know. Oh, is that not locked? Chat, let me know. Someone in chat, let me know if y'all trying to watch this video. YouTube's newest scam. But I'll run that. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave that because that's been running better half, so. Alright. YouTube's newest scam sponsor is actually the name of the video, by Internet Anarchist. So, yeah, let's get into it. I'll see how fast I gotta play the video, but
For over a year now, I've been getting spammed emails on behalf of this
it's already
company
pretty
that calls
fast. I ain't
itself
gonna lie.
Freecash, offering to sponsor me if I
35
promote their
minute
website
videos.
and app. Now, when it comes to sponsorships, I always want to make sure that the company I'm promoting has products that I genuinely use and believe in. So
Wait, what's the
one look
speed
at-
of that? Is that 1.5? 1.25? Chat, let me know. 1.25 or 1. Yeah, we'll just do 1.25.
Even the company name is all I needed to know that I wasn't interested. It's literally called Free Cash. They might as well name themselves Infinite Fortnite V-Bucks Glitch 2026 working. Surely
True.
anyone with half a brain could instantly tell that a company with this name was up to no good, right?
Do not read him that! Do not read him that!
Fast forward a few months, and Free Cash is still non-stop emailing me. Not only have the agencies they go through been following up emails just a few days without a new response, they had continued to try baiting me by saying things like, your competitors are sponsored by Free Cash too. This insane dedication of trying to reel me in started to form an itch at the back of my brain. Just what exactly is this company? And how do they have the audacity to email me through agencies this many times? After a while, I decided to play along. And shortly after, I was being asked to lie to my audience about how much money people were supposedly making from Free Cash. That's when I realized the public information around the company was only the tip of the iceberg, and the sponsor
This
is
is
far
all
more
cap.
predatory than the name alone would suggest. Obviously, there were hundreds of complaints from people that they had not been paid out what they were owed. Not surprising there. But what shocked me the most was how powerful of an entity it was, as well as the size of the creators that have been
Number
promoting
2
it.
at
Creators
the
like
fucking-
Tyler Oliveira, Darman, Matorzy, WestJet,
Nah. These niggas sold out. They saw that 4,500 and said, gimme that. Gimme that. That's what they said. Cause like, no, not this nigga. No, not this nigga. No, not this. Like, bruh.
and the list could go on. The craziest part is that even after being removed from the App Store, it looks like they're secretly making a comeback. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today, about. Now, I've turned
Shout out for you.
Freecash,
Shout out.
one of YouTube's largest
Nigga almost said shout out Free Cash. No, not shout out Free Cash. Shout out Internet Anarchist.
YouTube documentaries, and today we are uncovering the truth behind Free Cash, one of YouTube's largest scams that no one seems to be talking about. Now, I've turned down enough Free Cash money to make my accountant physically ill. If you're not already subscribed, now
Yeah,
would be a
that
pretty
is
good
'cause
time.
shit,
So what actually is
4,500
Free Cash?
each
The
ad.
easiest way to explain is with a story. Tell me in the comments if this sounds familiar. It's the early
Shit, I might vote. No. I'm just playing. Right now, Hungry Me, yes. I'm promoting the fuck out of that. Yes. Once I get up and have a crazy not say I was like one of them AMP niggas, Duke Dennis, something like that. Duke Dennis, fucking Kai Cenat. If I was any of them niggas and I had like a following like them niggas, I would not do no shit like that. But me now, yeah, I might mind do something like that. But hey, that's how we keep grinding, so we don't even got
great, but you
we
hit
just
that point
skip
where
that
every
part.
upgrade takes hours to finish. There's nothing left to do except wait. Then
My
you
bad,
notice an
y'all want me to run it back.
familiar. It's the early cash. The easiest way to explain is with a story. Tell me in the comments if this sounds familiar. It's the early 2010s and you're playing Clash of Clans. Everything's going great, but you've hit that point where every upgrade takes hours to finish. There's nothing left to do except wait. Then you notice an extra builder hut costs gems. The problem is you don't have enough gems, and you definitely don't have a credit card or any money to buy more. In your mind, this is a complete emergency. So what do? You Google how to make free money. Suddenly, you're flooded with websites and apps promising they'll pay you to download games, complete offers, or install random apps. They all advertise things like earn hundreds of dollars or make money in your spare time. Maybe you spend a couple hours trying them.
Yeah,
Then
but
you
whole
realize
time
it's
it's like
boring, you make almost nothing, and you
0.2
give up. You go
cents.
outside, jump on the trampoline, or find something better to do.
Nigga
At
make
its
2
core, that's
cents
basically what
for
Free Cash
downloading
is.
a game.
Imagine taking all of those old make money online apps, combining them all into one giant platform, and turning it into a full-fledged business. It's almost like what Reddit did to the thousands of small internet forums. Except instead of discussion boards, it's every online money-making scheme rolled into one place. This business model
Emails,
even has its own name,
apps,
GPT. No,
surveys.
not ChatGPT. In this case, GPT stands for Get Paid To. These sites pay people to complete tasks like taking surveys, downloading apps, signing up for offers, watching videos, or testing products. In return, users earn points or cash that can be redeemed for gift cards or real money. The catch is that the payouts are usually tiny, and because this industry has a long history of scams, even descriptions of the business model usually want people to stick with reputable.
Like, bro, what you mean I done downloaded 10, 20, 30 apps and I only got $5 in my shit? Like, I'd be sick. Get the fuck out of here. Like, we not doing that. Like, what do you mean I downloaded 20 apps and I only have $3? Like, the pot?
Sites if they want
Man,
any
hell
chance
no.
of actually getting paid. Once you start looking into free cash itself, things get a little more interesting. Free cash is owned by a company called Almedia, a German startup founded by Moritz Hollander when he was just 17 years old. The platform wasn't always called free cash either. Before the rebrand in 2021,
Bro, how did this nigga make this at 17, bro? Like, I'm 21 and that's nuts, bro. This nigga made up. How?
was known as free skins. As the name suggests, instead of earning cash, users earned CS skins through the same kind of GPT offers. In 2023, the company reorganized under the Almedia name. Looking at their LinkedIn, it appears to be an actual company with real employees, offices, and a growing corporate structure. But some of the numbers they've claimed over the years raise a few questions. According to the company, they've generated over $100 million in revenue and paid out more than $300 million to users in their lifetime. Independent estimates, though, paint a very different picture.
$300 million. My bad for pausing. Well, it's a longer video. My bad. We can watch the video. But I'm just saying, $300 million is so cap. They haven't paid shat. I'm assuming. I've never seen this video. This was posted 8 days ago. Yeah, I haven't seen this video. But like, bro, that's cap. That's cap. Y'all do not pay no $300 million.
Depending on the source, estimates of their annual revenue are significantly lower than what the company suggests. There's also another interesting detail. Older review sites claim the same people behind Free Cash also operated Game.gg, another GPT website that's still online today, although it's not clear whether it's still owned by Almedia. So somehow, this company claims it bootstrapped itself.
Jill Carter, just another...
Alright. And play that ad. Ain't no free promo in this batch. Hey, I'm gonna show this and y'all follow him. Alright, let's get back to it.
Still online today, although it's not clear whether it's still owned by Almedia. So somehow, this company claims it bootstrapped itself from a small CS skin rewards website into a business worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The obvious question is, how? If you ask Free Cash, the answer is pretty straightforward. They describe themselves as a platform that connects advertisers with users who are willing to complete offers. In other words, companies pay Free Cash to get people to install apps, play games, sign up for services, or make purchases. That's all technically true, but it leaves out the most important part. Free Cash isn't paying users out of its own pocket. It's acting as the middleman. Here's how it works. An advertiser, usually a mobile game publisher, survey company, online casino, or crypto exchange, pays Free Cash every time someone completes a specific action. That could be downloading a game, reaching a certain level, subscribing to a service, or making an in-app purchase. Once Free Cash receives that payment, it keeps a percentage for itself and passes the rest onto the user in the form of coins, where 1,000 coins equals to $1. Those coins can then be redeemed for PayPal, cryptocurrency, gift cards, or other rewards. The more offers people complete, the more money flows through the platform. Every successful offer earned both the advertiser and Free Cash exactly what they wanted. The advertiser gets a new customer, and Free Cash gets its commission.
Yeah, really,
That's the part
everybody
most
just
people
eating
miss.
off
Free Cash isn't really selling
niggas
Free Cash,
chasing
it's
a
selling
dollar,
users.
like.
The product isn't the rewards people receive. The product is access to millions of people who are willing to download apps, answer surveys, and spend money because they're being promised a payout. The cash is simply the incentive that keeps the entire system running. Now that we've looked at Free Cash's background and how the company says it operates, it's time to look at what everyone else says actually happens. happens. The biggest complaint you'll find, no matter where you look, is that people don't receive the money they were promised. Normally, you could dismiss that as the internet being the internet.
100 days
Every company
straight.
has angry customers. But what makes this different
I'd be
is how
sick.
consistent the complaints are. The same story has been told by thousands of unrelated users across multiple countries on Reddit, the Better Business Bureau, Trustpilot, and countless other forums. These reports stretch back over 5 years, and despite coming from people who have never interacted with each other, they all follow almost the exact same pattern. First, everything works perfectly. New users complete a few small offers, request a payout, and often receive their money without any issues. That builds confidence and makes the platform seem legitimate. Once users begin completing larger offers and accumulate a more meaningful balance, something suddenly changes. Their withdrawal is paused, their account is flagged for a security review, and before long, they're permanently banned. The explanation is almost always the same. Users are told they violated the terms of service, used a technical exploit, or engaged in suspicious activity. When they ask what they supposedly did wrong, they're almost never given any evidence. Instead, they receive the same generic
it's just
response,
vague.
explaining that the security team reviewed the account, found violations in their internal systems, and that the
Fraud
decision
VPN
is final.
under
What's
their
interesting is that
standards.
Freecash openly acknowledges part of this process on its own support pages, stating that when suspicious activity is detected, cash-outs are paused while the account is reviewed. The controversy isn't that reviews happen, it's that many users claim those reviews end with permanent bans while providing no explanation beyond a template response. The Better Business Bureau paints a similar picture. Over the past several years, hundreds of complaints have been filed against the company, with many of them describing nearly identical experiences. A common theme is that users are able to cash out small amounts without any trouble, only to lose access to their accounts after earning a larger balance. One complaint from 2026 describes a user who had accumulated more than $200 before suddenly being accused of manipulating the platform through telemetry anomalies. According to the complaint, the account was banned shortly after the user completed a higher paying game offer. The user argued they didn't even own a computer capable of running the software they were accused of using. Whether that individual account is actually legitimate is impossible to verify from the outside, but the wording of the company's response looked nearly identical to countless others. The same discussion plays out constantly on Reddit. The official Freecash subreddit has dedicated threads specifically for banned accounts and paused cash-outs, because the volume of posts became large enough to organize into a single place. Another source of frustration comes from the offers themselves. Many of them require users to spend real money before qualifying for a reward. People have reported
With
depositing money
100%
into online
proof.
casinos, purchasing in-game bundles, or subscribing to services because the offer promised a larger payout than the amount they spent. Then, after completing every requirement, the reward was either never tracked or was rejected entirely. Whether those failures were caused by the advertiser, tracking errors, or Freecash itself often isn't clear to the user. The end result is the same. They spent real
Spent 50 thinking you finna get 100 whole time. You out 150.
money expecting to be reimbursed, and instead they received nothing. Notice how I used sources like the Better Business Bureau and Reddit.
Excuse me, sir, how old were you when you made...
Yeah, make sure you guys follow me on Twitch and Kick Huddymo. Yes, sir. Let's get back to it. Now, I need some viewers in here, guys. I was sleeping on a kid, but it is like 6:30 in the morning, so I get it. We're doing, how long we been streaming? An hour and a half. We're going for a 4-hour stream today, boys. A 4-hour stream. I think we can do it.
You search Freecash. One of the most common ones is Trustpilot, which you've probably come across before. The reason I did that is because I'm almost certain those reviews do not reflect the full picture. When you look at Trustpilot, the ratings are sitting at a nearly perfect 5 stars, which immediately feels unusual for a platform in this space. Trustpilot in general is known for being relatively easy to gain, especially in industries where companies have a strong incentive to manage their public image. More importantly, when you compare those ratings to what you see across other platforms, the story changes completely. On Reddit, on the Better Business Bureau, and on independent forums, the feedback is overwhelmingly negative, or at least heavily mixed, with far more people reporting issues than smooth experiences. That contrast is what makes the Trustpilot situation hard to ignore. It creates a kind of noise in the data, where the positive reviews exist, but they are surrounded by a much larger volume of complaints elsewhere. And once that happens, it becomes difficult to treat any of the highly positive reviews as fully reliable on their own. The end result is that it becomes almost impossible to tell which experiences are genuinely representative. Any real positive feedback feedback gets lost in the suspicion that the review system itself may have been manipulated, especially in an industry where users are already skeptical to begin with. Despite this, it's still obviously impossible to verify,
Oh, yeah,
even
they
if thousands of
definitely
people
do
are
shit
pretty
to
much
make
saying
it
the
hard
exact same
so you
thing.
can't
And another
cash
YouTuber
out.
already figured this out and decided to go into the app himself to try seeing if he could earn any money. Around a month ago, YouTuber The Asher Show released the only other video I know about free cash, in which he describes his experience of trying to use the app for a month. Almost immediately, the app started asking surprisingly personal questions about his habits, purchases, and other information before finally pushing him towards its offers.
The questionnaire was asking me if I've done things like in-app purchases in mobile games recently, and it's asking my name. I'm surprised they didn't ask my mother's maiden name and my blood type. And there's a reason that it was asking all these questions.
Right after signing up, the app rewarded him with a collection of bonuses just for creating the account. His balance climbed quickly without much effort, making it feel like he was already on his way to earning real money. The first game Free Cash recommended was a simple mobile game where he spent a few minutes tapping through levels and collecting rewards. After completing the first milestone, he earned only a few cents. But because of the sign-up bonuses and streak rewards, his account balance looked much larger than the amount he had actually earned by playing. It was enough to convince him to keep going. That confidence disappeared as soon as he tried to cash out. He discovered there was a minimum withdrawal requirement that he hadn't yet reached.
And that minimum is $25. The amount is different depending on where you are. I think it's $16 in the UK, it's $25 in the US.
The app made it feel like he was close enough that continuing to play would eventually get him there. After finishing the first game, Free Cash unlocked even more offers. Many of them advertised enormous payouts, sometimes claiming players could earn hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Looking closer, Asher realized those rewards were divided into dozens of separate milestones. Each step required more time than the last, and the biggest payouts were hidden behind extremely difficult objectives. Then the requirements changed. One offer promised a large PayPal bonus, but only after reaching milestones that became increasingly unrealistic. After spending hours playing, he realized he wasn't even close. Another challenge claimed he could earn over $20 for reaching a certain scene in the game, then an even larger reward for making it several chapters farther. At first, those goals sounded achievable. After nearly a week of playing, he finally understood they weren't. 6 straight days of progress had only brought him to scene 4, while the reward required him to reach scene 9. Even after more than 100 levels, he wasn't even halfway there.
I've been playing this game for 6 days. I'm on level 103, and I'm only on scene 4. It's taken 6 days for me to get to scene 4, and it wants me to get to scene 9 just to make $86? It's not happening.
The app kept presenting these rewards as if they were just around the corner, but every big milestone revealed another much larger one waiting behind it. By the end of 7 days, after spending hours every day completing challenges and playing games, Asher had earned just over $12. After another day, his balance finally reached a little over $15, but it wasn't enough to cash out. The closer he got, the slower the rewards became. Looking back on the experiment, Asher realized most of his balance had come from the promotional bonuses he received at the very beginning, not from actually playing the games. By the end of the test, he concluded that the experience never matched the way the app was advertised. The large rewards were technically possible, but only if someone could complete an exhausting series of increasingly unrealistic milestones. After more than a week of testing, he still couldn't withdraw a single dollar. Advertising is a massive reason why Free Cash has the reputation it does today. In fact, the marketing became so deceptive that TikTok eventually removed its ads from the platform for violating its policies. The biggest selling point wasn't the app itself. It was the promise that anyone could get paid simply by scrolling through TikTok. Ads claimed users could earn money just by watching videos, making it sound like one of the easiest side hustles imaginable. Some even suggested people were being hired to scroll social media and could make $35 an hour just by watching TikTok. Obviously, the reality was completely different. The entire marketing campaign was built around an experience the app simply didn't offer. As those ads spread across TikTok, Free Cash exploded in popularity and climbed to the top of the App Store charts. But once TikTok reviewed the advertisements, it determined they were misleading because they falsely represented how users actually earned money. The platform removed the ads for violating its policies on deceptive financial claims. Free Cash later claimed the advertisement had been created by affiliate marketers rather than the company itself. But regardless of who made them, the campaign had already done its job. Millions of people downloaded the app expecting to get paid for scrolling TikTok, only to discover that wasn't what Free Cash actually offered. In January of 2026, a Wired article would get written about this topic, as well as a Malwarebytes article. For those of you that don't know, Malwarebytes is a cybersecurity software made to block viruses, but more importantly, they have a vested interest in talking about consumer rights to privacy. In the article, they say that our concern beyond the bait and switch is the privacy issue. Free Cash's privacy policy allows the automatic collection of highly sensitive information, including data about race, religion, sex life, sexual orientation, health, and biometrics. Each additional mobile game you install to chase rewards adds its own privacy policy, tracking, and telemetry. Together, they greatly increase how much behavioral data these companies can harvest about a user. Experts warn that data brokers already trade lists of people likely to be more susceptible to scams or compulsive online behavior, profiles that apps like this can help refine. We've previously reported on data brokers that used games and apps